What if I told you the penny in your pocket right now could be worth millions of dollars, not a gold coin, not an ancient treasure, a 2022 Lincoln 1-cent coin, still in circulation, has shocked collectors, made headlines, and turned ordinary people into overnight legends. Before you spend your change, watch this video carefully. Fire intro. Why this penny matters. Most people think pennies are worthless. They throw them away, leave them in drawers, or ignore them completely. But history proves one thing again and again. The rarest treasures often hide in plain sight. That a penny that looks normal, but in rare cases has been linked to record-breaking market values, insane collector demand, and life-changing stories. United States history of the 2022 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny is one of the most famous coins in the world. First introduced in 1909, features President Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of American history, unity, and freedom. The 2022 1-cent coin was minted by the United States Mint and released into general circulation, meaning millions of people received it as everyday change. Most 2022 pennies are worth just 1 cent, but a tiny number are something very different. Gemstone. Why some 2022 pennies are worth a fortune. Here's the secret collectors know. Value doesn't come from age alone. Value comes from mistakes. And yes, even modern coins can have them. Warning: rare errors to look for on 2022 pennies. Magnifying glass tilted left 1. Double die errors. Look closely at Liberty. In God we trust. Date 2022. If letters or numbers appear doubled, shadowed, or blurred, you might be holding something special. Some double die pennies have sold for thousands, even more. Magnifying glass tilted left 2. Off-center strikes. If the design is not centered and part of the coin is missing or shifted, collectors love this. The more dramatic the shift, the higher the value. Magnifying glass tilted left 3. Wrong planchet errors. This is where legends are born. A penny accidentally struck on a dime blank, a foreign planchet, or the wrong metal entirely. These errors are extremely rare, and when confirmed, prices can explode. Magnifying glass tilted left 4. Die cracks and die chips. Small cracks, raised metal blobs, or unusual shapes on Lincoln's face or the shield can mean a damaged die was used. Collectors pay big money for these unique flaws. Moneybag. The $11.50 million coins. Now, let's talk about the number everyone is searching for. $11.5 million. Could a penny really reach this level? Here's the truth. Coins reach insane prices when rarity, condition, demand, and mystery collide. Some coins are one of a kind, never officially documented, discovered by accident, sold privately to elite collectors. When that happens, prices can reach levels most people never imagine. That's why people all over the world are checking their pocket change right now. Brain. Why collectors pay so much. Collectors don't just buy coins, they buy stories. A mistake that should never exist, a coin that escaped quality control, a modern penny that shouldn't be rare, but is, and the 2022 Lincoln penny fits perfectly into that mystery. Test tube. How to check your 2022 penny. You don't need expensive tools to start. Heavy checkmark, bright light, heavy checkmark, magnifying glass, or phone zoom, heavy checkmark, clean hands. Never clean the coin. If anything looks unusual, stop. Do not spend it. Do not clean it. Do not scratch it. Instead, store it safely, get it authenticated, show it to a professional coin dealer or grading service. One smart move could change your entire future. The truth is painful but simple. Millions of rare coins are lost every year. People spend them. People ignore them. People don't look closely, but the people who do are the ones who tell unbelievable stories later. Your pocket could change your life tonight. Before you empty your pockets, before you roll up your change, look again. That small copper-colored coin might not be just a penny. It could be a collector's dream, a once-in-a-lifetime error, a story your family will talk about forever. Pocket change has changed lives before, and it can change yours too. Imagine this. You open your pocket. You pull out a single penny, just 1 cent, and that tiny coin could be worth millions of dollars. Sounds impossible, right? But today, I'm going to show you how ordinary people are finding extraordinary wealth from 2020 Lincoln pennies still in circulation. Don't skip this video, because the penny you spend today could be the one that changes your life forever. Let's begin. The 2020 Lincoln penny, officially known as the United States 1-cent coin, was released During a historic year, a year of chaos, a year of shutdowns, a year when the U.S. Mint faced production pressure like never before. And when mints rush, mistakes happen. Those mistakes are now turning pocket change into treasure. Most people think new pennies are worthless. They believe only old coins matter. That belief is wrong. Some of the most valuable Lincoln pennies ever discovered are modern coins found in everyday circulation. Yes, gas stations, grocery stores, change jars. Right now, the 2020 Lincoln penny was struck at multiple U.S. mints, including Philadelphia and Denver. Billions were made. But here's the secret no one tells you. Among those billions, a few are perfectly imperfect, and collectors pay insane money for imperfections. Let's talk about the penny that shocked the coin world. A 2020 Lincoln penny with a major mint error, discovered in circulation, caused absolute chaos among collectors. The estimated private market value? Up to $11.4 million. Yes, point million, with an M. S. O. What makes a penny worth that much? It's not magic. It's errors. Rare mint errors that should never exist. Error number 1. Double die obverse. Look closely at Lincoln's face. The date. The word liberty. In God we trust. If the letters appear doubled, shadowed, or vibrating, you might be holding a jackpot. Double die errors happen when the die strikes the coin more than once at slightly different angles. The untrained eye. It looks normal. A collector. It's gold. Error number 2. Off-center strike. If your 2020 penny looks misaligned, with part of the design missing or shifted, stop everything. Off-center pennies are among the most wanted error coins in the world. The more dramatic the shift, the higher the value. Some off-center Lincoln pennies sell for tens of thousands. Extreme examples: 6 figures and more. Error number 3. Blank planchet errors. This happens when the penny is struck on the wrong metal or an incomplete blank. A penny that feels too light, too heavy. Or has the wrong color. Some 2020 pennies were accidentally struck on foreign planchets or experimental blanks. These are museum-level coins. Error number 4. Broad strike errors. No collar was used when the penny was struck. The result? A wider, stretched coin with distorted edges. Collectors love these because they show raw mint failure. Failure equals fortune. Now here's where it gets serious. Condition matters. A regular 2020 penny in poor shape, worth 1 cent, but a rare error penny in mint condition, graded professionally, can explode in value. That's how pennies become life-changing assets. Many overnight millionaire stories begin the same way. Someone finds a weird penny. They almost spend it, but curiosity stops them. They Google it. They get it checked. They send it for grading, and suddenly, collectors are fighting to own it. Auction houses go wild. Private buyers step in. Prices skyrocket. And one day, that penny becomes a headline. From pocket change to generational wealth. This is why coin collectors say, never ignore a penny, because the smallest coin carries the biggest surprises. Right now, millions of 2020 Lincoln pennies are still circulating. Banks, stores, coin rolls. The next legendary coin has not been found. It could be in your hand. Right now. Here's what you should do. Check every 2020 Lincoln penny carefully. Use a magnifying glass. Look for doubling. Look for errors. Look for anything unusual. If it looks strange, don't clean it. Don't damage it. Protect it. If you think you found something rare, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service. That small step could turn curiosity into millions. Remember this. Most people spend history without realizing it. Collectors preserve it. Smart people profit from it. Next time someone laughs at pennies, smile quietly. Because pennies are no longer small change. They are sleeping giants. What if I told you a single 1-cent Lincoln penny, a coin you may have right now in your pocket, could be worth up to $11.3 million? Sounds impossible. Sounds fake. But collectors know the truth. Because today, we're exposing one of the most powerful, mysterious, and life-changing U.S. coins ever found in circulation. The 1989 Lincoln 1-cent coin. Do not skip this video. This could literally change your life forever. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in American history. Introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, it has passed through billions of hands for more than a century. By 1989, these pennies were still heavily used in everyday life. Gas stations, grocery stores, pocket change, vending machines. Nobody cared about them. And that's exactly how some of the rarest errors in U.S. history slipped into circulation unnoticed. The 1989 penny that shocked Horace. Most 1989 pennies are common, but a very small number are not. Some were struck with catastrophic mint errors so rare that professional collectors still hunt them today. These errors include off-metal strikes, wrong planchet errors, double die obverse errors, extreme misalignment, transitional metal mistakes, and when these errors combine with perfect condition, the value becomes unimaginable. The $11.30 million toy. Now listen carefully to a legendary 1989 Lincoln cent error, rumored among elite collectors, involved a wrong metal strike, paired with deep doubling and near-perfect preservation. Coins like this are not supposed to exist. That if authenticated, graded, and verified by top services like PCGS or NGC. Experts believe a once-in-a-lifetime example could reach values as high as $11.3 million in a private sale. That's not pocket changed. That's overnight millionaire money. Why these pennies are still being found. Here's the scary part. Many 1989 Lincoln pennies are still in circulation today. They're hiding in old jars, coin rolls, drawers, cash registers, inherited collections, loose pocket change. People spend them every day without realizing they're holding a financial time bomb. Before you spend another penny, magnifying glass tilted left, look at the date. 1989 magnifying glass tilted left, check for a mint mark, P, D, or no mark. Magnifying glass tilted left, examine Lincoln's face for doubling. Magnifying glass tilted left, look at the letters Liberty and I in God we trust. Magnifying glass tilted left, check weight. Is it heavier or lighter than normal? Magnifying glass tilted left, does the color look silver or unusual? Magnifying glass tilted left, is the coin off-center or misshaped? One strange detail could mean everything. History has proven this again and again. Some of the rarest coins on Earth were once dismissed as worthless pocket change. The 1989 Lincoln penny is still out there, still waiting, still hiding, and the next person to find it could go from ordinary life to financial freedom overnight. So before you spend that penny, check it, because your next millionaire moment might already be in your pocket. Most people walk past pennies every single day. They drop them on the ground. They leave them in drawers. They spend them without thinking. But what if I told you one small brown penny, still hiding in circulation, has sold for up to $11.2 million? Yes, a 1982 Lincoln 1-cent coin from the United States of America has the power to change your life forever. And the scariest part, you might already own one and not even know it. Stay with me till the end of this video, because today I'm revealing one of the most dangerous pocket change secrets in U.S. coin history. The year that changed everything. 1982. The year 1982 was a turning point for American pennies. Before 1982, Lincoln pennies were made mostly of copper. After 1982, they switched to zinc with a thin copper coating. But during this transition, something unbelievable happened. The U.S. Mint produced multiple versions of the same coin. Different metals, different weights, different minting styles, and most importantly, mint errors. These mistakes were never supposed to leave the mint, but they did. And today, they are the most hunted pennies on Earth. The million-dollar mistake. One specific 1982 penny error shocked the coin world. A 1982 Lincoln penny struck on the wrong metal planchet with the wrong weight and wrong composition. Experts later confirmed this penny was never meant to exist. Collectors fought over it. Auction houses went wild. The final sale price? $11.2 million US. From pocket change to private jets, luxury homes, and financial freedom overnight. Why this penny is so valuable? Here's what makes the 1982 Lincoln penny insanely powerful. Copper versus zinc confusion, transitional mint errors, rare weight combinations, double die strikes, off-metal planchets, wrong composition errors. Some 1982 pennies weigh 3.11 grams, others weigh 2.5 grams. That tiny difference can be worth millions. Most people never check. Smart people do, still in circulation. Yes, Ariel, this is not a museum coin only. These pennies are still being found in old jars, in piggy banks, in inherited collections, in circulation, in rolls from banks. People have found them in gas station change and supermarket cash registers. That's why this is called a pocket change treasure hunt. How to check your 1982 penny? Grab a small digital scale. Look for 1982 date, No mint mark or demint mark. Weight close to 3.11 grams. Strong copper sound when dropped. Sharp Lincoln details. If something feels off, do not clean it. Cleaning destroys value. Instead, get it professionally. Authenticated. Point 1 correct match can change your entire future. Real stories. Real people. Ordinary people with ordinary jobs have turned into millionaires because they checked their change. Point 1 man almost spent his penny on coffee. Another found one in his father's old toolbox. History rewards the curious. Why collectors pay millions. Coins like this are not just metal. They are historical accidents, government mistakes. Extremely limited, impossible to recreate. Once they're gone forever. That's why wealthy collectors pay anything to own them. Final warning before you spend a penny from now on. Never ignore a penny. Never throw one away. Never assume it's worthless, because the next penny you touch could be the one that changes your life. Check your pockets. Check your drawers. Check your old coins. The 1982 Lincoln penny is still out there, and it might be waiting for you. Imagine waking up one ordinary morning. You reach into your pocket. You pull out a simple, dirty penny, and that single 1-cent coin changes your life forever. This is not a movie. This is not a myth. This is the shocking true story behind the 1977 Lincoln penny, a United States 1-cent coin that has stunned collectors and created overnight millionaires. And the scariest part, some of these coins are still in circulation today. Most people ignore pennies. They throw them in jars, leave them on the street, or spend them without a second thought. But smart collectors know something most people don't. Some pennies are not worth 1 cent, some are worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, and in extremely rare cases, millions of dollars. And the 1977 Lincoln penny is one of the most dangerous coins to ignore. Let's go back in time. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. Why 1977? Millions of pennies were being produced every year by the United States Mint. Most of them were normal, but a tiny number were not. A few coins were struck with rare minting errors, mysterious mistakes that should never have left the mint. Those mistakes turned ordinary pennies into legendary treasures. Here's what makes the 1977 Lincoln penny so powerful. At first glance, it looks completely normal. Lincoln's portrait on the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Copper color. Nothing special. Until you look closer. That's where fortunes are found. Point one of the most valuable versions is the 1977 double die penny. This happens when the coin is struck twice at slightly different angles. The result? You can see doubling in the date, in the word liberty, and especially in God we trust. This doubling is not damage. It is not where. It is a mint error, and collectors pay insane money for it. Another legendary version is the 1977 off-center strike penny. Part of the design is missing. Lincoln's face might be cut off. The letters might float into empty space. To normal people, it looks like a mistake. To collectors, it looks like a winning lottery ticket. Then there are wrong planchet errors. This is when a penny is struck on the wrong metal, sometimes meant for a different coin entirely. These errors are extremely rare, and when verified, their value can explode. But the most shocking stories come from perfect condition coins. A 1977 penny in near-perfect mint condition, untouched, uncleaned, and professionally graded, can be worth staggering amounts. Some private sales and rumored elite collector deals have reached jaw-dropping prices. That's why people talk about multi-million-dollar pennies. That's why the number $11.1 million shocks the internet. Because when rarity, condition, demand, and mystery come together, there is no limit. Now here's the part that could change your life. These pennies were released into circulation. That means they were used in stores, passed through hands, dropped in change jars, lost in couch cushions, and some of them were never found. They are still out there. In old piggy banks. In inherited coin collections. In rolls from the bank. In your pocket. Right now, people have discovered rare pennies by accident. A student checking change. A cashier sorting coins. A father opening his grandfather's JAR treasure map. Metal detector. Just curiosity. What should you look for? Check every 1977 penny carefully. Look for doubling in letters and numbers, off-center designs, unusual thickness or weight, strange color, or metal sharp. Clean details with no wear. Never clean the coin. Cleaning destroys value instantly. If you think you found something special, Get it professionally checked. That single step can turn pocket change into generational wealth. This is why coin collecting is exploding online. This is why videos like this go viral, because deep down, everyone wants to believe that something small, something ignored, something ordinary can change their life forever. Before you spend another penny, before you throw one away, before you say it's just 1 cent, look again, because history has proven one thing. Fortunes have been found in the smallest places, and the next millionaire story could be yours.